If you want to live in Abuja and you've not watched this video, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about. Hello everyone, I am Vanessa Great and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about accommodation in Abuja. So before you get a place in Abuja, make sure you watch this video. So guys, before you get a place in Abuja, I want you to know certain things. The first thing you have to do is to make sure that you have a budget. Good. So now that you have your budget, you have to know the areas. Okay. Now, the first area that people would mistake Abuja with is that they'll call some places Abuja. Meanwhile, they are not really Abuja. So now let's start with areas that surround Abuja. We have certain states that surround Abuja. Number one, we have areas or states like Nasarawa State. We have another state, Niger Mina, along Kaduna Road. Okay, and then we have areas that are close to the other state, which is Lokoja, Kogi State. Okay, now for areas that are in Nasarawa State that people consider as Abuja, we have Maraba, New Karo, New Nyanya, Ado, Masaka. Okay, now for people that are close to Mina, we have Buari, Mandala Zuba, Dede, and we also have Suleja. Then we have places like Giri, Gwagwalada, Abachi, Kwali, and many more that are close to Lokoja. Okay. Now, if you want to get your houses around these particular areas that I've just mentioned, you have to know that these places are not inside Abuja. They are areas that from that state you can easily access Abuja because they are not entirely wrong. They are not so far from Abuja. Do you get? So now, if you hear people saying that they live in that area and you have a budget that you're trying to work with, you can get houses there because they're rural communities. You can get houses there for about from 50K, 80, 100, 200, 300, 400K, and many more. Some people even go as far as buying lands there and building their own houses there. Do you understand? Now, for people that now want to live around Abuja, right? But want to still be in that rural community, we can come out a notch, right? We can come out a bit. And then when you come out a bit from places like Maraba, New Caro, you're coming close to Abuja. You have places like Nyanya, Karo sites. We have Jikwe, Orozo, Kurudu, Pegi, Kereshi. These places are in Asuk in Abuja and also part of Nasarawa State. But because they are not inside Nasarawa State, you can also say you're living in Abuja, which is true. Totally correct. These areas, houses there are mostly owned by government or private personnel, and these areas have houses that are not ridiculously high but reasonable. In the sense that because they are living close to the rural communities and they are also in Abuja, the prices varies. Now, you can see houses there for from 150K all the way to one to the millions. I won't say 1 million only because there's some houses there that you can see for 5 million naira, depending on how or what house you're looking for. Now let's move all the way to the other part. For places that are after the earlier mentioned areas in Niger Mina, we have places like Kubwa. Some parts of Buari are also considered these areas where you're not really in those states, but you're now in Abuja. Kubwa, Duse Alaji, you can have houses from around 100K all the way to millions, depending on the part you want and the type of house you're looking for. Now, you go all the way back to Lokoja Road. After coming from Gwagwalada, coming to town a bit, you have places that are also around these same prices, this same range. These areas are Kuje, Airport Road. We also have places like Lugbe, Piakasa. These areas are also not so expensive, but also on the high side. Then after places like um Lugbe Piakasa and the likes, we have places like Lokogoma, Sun City, we have places like Apo Resettlement, Gudu. These areas also you can find houses around there, even Gadwa, and also Galadima. Yes, even for places that are around that Kubwa Duse side, there's also Kaladimawa. There are also areas that I may not mention, but they are in this environment. And these places, you can find houses for affordable rates depending on the kind of bedroom you're looking for. Do you follow? Now, for people that now want to live in the town, okay, the town people. Now, let's go there. For those that want to live in town, when I say town, I mean the city of Abuja, the city of Bush. Okay. So now, for the people that want to live in the city of Abuja, we have places that are really, really, really high.
Okay.
If you are to look for a house and your budget is 2 million naira, my sister, my brother, don't go to Metama, don't go to Asukuru, don't go to Guzape, don't go to Katampe. Oh, you wanna bang bang? You wanna chill with the big boys? Now you dey run kiti kiti, you dey run kata kata, you think say water drop cup. Hey, should you see how the thing go?
Oh, you're telling me who tell you?
Honestly speaking, if you are looking for a house and you have your budget, see, if you want to live in Itama, the big boys are there, the big men are there, the senators are there. Do you understand? So you should know that those kind of areas, we are talking of 10 million naira for 1 year rent. How much will you want to buy a house? We're talking of billions right now. So please, areas that I just mentioned are areas that are mostly expensive. Everybody knows this in Abuja because those areas are close to the presidential area, and they've been like they're the first. Do you understand? They're the first set of proper houses that came to town. So most of the buildings are in that area. And one thing that I like to tell myself is that, Omo, cut your coat according to your size when it comes to this house thing. Because if you do pass yourself, you're on your own. But now let's move it. Let's move out. Let's go to places like we'll say we have Gariki, we have Gwarimpa, we have Dawaki, we have Life Camp, we also have Jahi, Katape Extension, Papi. We also have places like Jabi, um, Utako. We also have some other areas that I may not mention. Saitek, we have that Saitek Umbora, we have Idu, or we also have Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 7, Area 8, Area 10, and Area 11. Then we have Gariki 2, because Area 1, all these areas I've mentioned, they're also known as Gariki. So Gariki 2 is another area where you can find houses. Then we have Wuse 1. Wuse 1 comprises of Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5, Zone 6, Zone 7. And then we have Wuse 2. Wuse 2 is Wuse 2. It has areas, streets, precincts. It's also kind of close to Mitama. Then we have Wuye. Okay. Now, these areas that I've mentioned, you have to increase your budget a lot when you're trying to find a place. The reason why I'm saying you have to increase your budget a lot is because sometimes um areas that may be 1 point something million, in let's assume you're looking for a house of 1.5 million naira and you check Gerikitu, you can find. But if you should check Dawaki, Jai, Warimpa, the type of house will not be the same. So if you're looking for a house now and you say you have 1.5 million naira and you want to get a place in um let's say area 1, you can see an apartment, 2 bedroom. It depends on how the owner of the place would have structured the house. It may be favorable for you because of your budget. But now you come to places that I've just mentioned, like Jahi, Dawaki, Gwarimpa, Life Camp, Katampe, and you want to get a place with 1.5 million naira. They will give you one bedroom. Yes. But if you increase your budget or you have your budget, because if you have a budget, that's what you want to work with. So if your budget is not in 1.5, maybe your budget is 2.5 million, good. You can get two bedrooms, which is really beautiful. You can get houses that are, nice with all the charges in them. I hope you understand. So now, whenever you're looking for a place, always ensure that, or when you're looking for the house, you are looking for the house within your budget in areas that are favorable with your budget. So, having looked at areas and budget, now it's time to look at traffic. Yes, Abuja get traffic. Sorry to bust your bubble. Abuja get traffic. But the good part, we say Abuja traffic, they move.
That's nice.
It's not a traffic jam, it actually goes slow. And this traffic mostly happens because of rush hour. So, rush hour, we all know, rush hour is the hour where everybody's rushing to go somewhere at the same time, right? So, that is the good part about Abuja. If you are a 8 to 4 person or a 9 to 5 person, my dear, my brother, my sister, no go find house for place where get traffic. Oh. Find house for place where you feel manage. They go. Go where you they go. Okay. Sometimes in areas that I have mentioned, I told you to increase your budget, you can see house in a big queue. If you can manage for that time, live there. 450K, don't get a house for yourself, Alpha Estate. No problem. You fit live there. Now only you waka come. If you have a family, okay, try and live in your family house until you're able to gather money enough to live alone. Not for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years rent. Because if you cannot manage place that have traffic, auntie, you go live for place wey no get traffic now. Abi, so we cannot come and go and die and kill ourselves. Oh. For this life, I no come this life to suffer. I don't know about you. So now back to the rural areas that I mentioned earlier. The rural communities are areas that are highly populated. People that are living in the town or city, we are populated, but because of how it's town, it's modernized, the houses are dispersed, they are arranged properly, you will not be living in a clustered environment that has a lot of population ideally. So when you're coming out of your house, you're coming out to free road. You're coming out to free street road. So, but then if you're coming from the places that are rural, everybody's coming out to this road that is popular, that is the express, and everybody's going out at the same rush hour. So now talking about rush hours, times like 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. all the way to 9 a.m. traffic day everywhere. But if you're going out and you want to go, like me, I thank God, I don't go for 9 to 5. I go out when I want to go out because I have my own business in my own shop. So what I go when I go out and what I do when I go out, I can go out by 1 p.m. Traffic no day. If I want to come back now, I can come back by 8 p.m. Traffic no day. I can come back by 4 p.m. Traffic no day. But for people that come back at the time that everybody is closing from work, there will be traffic. And that kind of situation, you also have to consider it. If you're the kind of person that you don't have the patience, you don't have the time, you feel like if you're in traffic, you get exhausted fast, you get road sick, or you don't just want to be stressed because that's in you keep body pain. I've worked before and it's not easy. So guys, these are the major things you have to consider. There's traffic, oh, there's traffic. There's even in town, even in Wuse too, there's traffic. But you know, that is that. Then also, when you're trying to get a place when you're trying to get a house, try to look for your house during rainy season. But if you cannot wait till rainy season, try and understand that houses soak water. So if you're trying to get an apartment and you know that this apartment, the engineering is not giving you 100%, please don't get ground floor. Try and go up, because if you're upstairs, water no go dey touch you. Even if the house want to soak water, it will take time. That's one thing, because if your house is soaking water, your clothes will smell, the house will be very irritating for you, and all of that really annoying stuff. Also, you have to check the road network. If you're the kind of person that are coming late at night, do you want to come home to the road that is bad, and then in the night you're scared? You cannot run. with your car fast, or with the boat, or with the taxi. Do you understand? That is it. Then you also have to consider transportation. Transportation. Am I going to be spending 1,000 naira every day to just go out? Tori or no? Because before in Abuja, transport was as low as 70,000, 70 naira. Sorry, 70 naira can get you to go where you want to go to. But now, again, yo, salubuwa. Yeah, even me, say when people tell me say they spent 1,000 naira to come, I say hey, yeah. Transportation is really high. You have to know that transportation is high. So please and please, when you're getting a place, also consider transportation. Will this transport favor my workplace? I've had staffs, my own staffs, that will get the job and still go and live very far and come and tell me that transport is your problem. You went to get a place that is far from your workplace. You also want to get a house that is close by. And the good thing about Abuja is that every particular city, every particular place in the city has a rural area. So if you're trying to live in places like Utako, just know that that place in Utako has a rural part. You just have to locate it and get a nice house there. So you have to think about market. Okay. Now, why am I saying market? There are some areas in Abuja that do not have markets. Yes, some areas in Abuja don't have markets. In fact, some areas don't even seem like they have markets. And you have to go to another area that has markets to go to market. If you're a man, it's concern you with market, right? But if you're a lady that don't mind, that's fine. But I'm just saying that market is another reason why you have to consider the area where you live. Because if you have markets, right, you can always access the market and go there and buy what you want to buy and then come back. But if there's no market, you have to go elsewhere. Except maybe you don't mind, like really. That's one thing. And also, please don't get a house that is close to the market, that is by beside the market, because that is beside the market, because I said you get a house that is by close to the market. I said area that has market. I didn't say go and live beside the market. Everybody. Okay. Then you also have to consider noise. Am I going to be living by the roadside? Am I going to be living by where they grind machine? Ha, please, so your peace is very paramount to us. Thank you. Then I also have to consider, is the place I live, is it motorable? Am I going to live in a place that now only leg I go they use they go house? So if I enter a car, I have to stop all the way at the junction and trek or use bike. Ha. Okay. If you can use bike, it's even better. Also, you have to consider security. Is this place secure? Is it safe for me to live in? Or am I just living here because I want to live in a house? Please, you have to consider these things. And you also have to consider the environment, especially if you're a lady. Like, is this place clean? Do I have to use a public toilet, or do I have to use a pit toilet? How bad would this place be? Like, especially for ladies, where like we're so prone to infections, so you have to try to get a place that is very clean. And another tip is that if you get an apartment, please ensure that you clean it very well. If you just make so guys, with all said and done, I would like for you to know that it's very easy to get an apartment. It's also easy for you to maintain the apartment. But I pray our prayer is for us to be able to grow to the point where we can build our own house and live in it without paying any rent. Yes, enjoy the rest of the video. My experience as a house hunter. It was not easy. Some people took me to areas that did not make sense, and I'm like, hello, are you joking? Like, waiting me this. So, my dear, my brother, my sister, my uncle, my auntie, my people, please ensure that you enjoy this video. Give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, turn on the bell notification so you may notified when I post a video. Until next time, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. You see this house, eh? The agent, I don't know what to say. But this guy, he's joking. What is this? Look at the environment. Like, I was just so unhappy. What is this? Habba, 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 habba. 0% possibility of paternity. This house was so lovely, so nice, but the road was not motorable. It was not nice at all. The gallop was much. In case of an emergency, leaving this particular house will not be easy. So I couldn't take this place at all. So guys, just enjoy the rest of the video, because you know I cannot be doing all the talking all the time.
Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. Girls like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighter from the ocean. I sell them my devotion and so my thoughts. Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. I find a rainbow in the shade, the steadiest of places, a better one I saw. I said, oh, have you ever loved somebody? Oh, can you even let me get that close? Baby, before you color me, boy, you don't know what's underneath your skin. Well, do you love yourself? Before you come and waste my time, boy, you gotta know I can read your mind. Do you love yourself? Baby, before you color me, boy, you gotta know what's underneath your skin. Well, do you love yourself? Before you come and waste my time, boy, you gotta know I can read your mind. Do you love yourself? Like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighthouse from the ocean. I sell them on devotion and so my thoughts. I said, oh, have you ever loved somebody? Like them, suss me out and then they oh, can you even let me get that close? Like them, suss me out and then they baby, before you color me, boy, you gotta know what's underneath your skin. Well, do you love yourself? Before you come and waste my time, boy, you gotta know I can read your mind. Do you love yourself? Baby, before you color me, boy, you gotta know what's underneath your skin. Well, do you love yourself? Before you come and waste my time, boy, you gotta know I can read your mind. Do you love yourself? Like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighthouse from the ocean. I sell them on devotion and so my thoughts. I said, oh, have you ever loved somebody? Oh, can you even let me get that close? Baby, before you color me, boy, you gotta know what's underneath your skin. Well, do you love yourself? Before you come and waste my time, boy, you gotta know I can read your mind. Do you love yourself? Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. Girls like me, I like a magnet to a knife. Can like a lighthouse from the ocean. I sell them on devotion and so my thoughts. Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. I find a rainbow in the shade, the
guys, we have come to the end of this house hunt vlog. Please, I hope you learned a thing or two. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share. Until next time. Mwah.